Alrighty, dudes and dudettes, welcome back to Custom Black Motorsports. And if you're new here, welcome. Please forgive the lighting, okay, and the video quality. It's kind of dark outside, and my camera just doesn't like do a super good job with that. My issue is I'm tired of people complaining about other people that have things. Okay, I have a few things. I own a house. I got a few paid off vehicles. All right, I busted my ass. All right, and I worked hard for what I have. And a lot of other people do the same thing. A lot of people, especially people that I work with, they get pissed off about this shit. Okay, because I busted my ass and I got that shit. And I got another truck out here. And I got another car out here. I got vehicles, A lot of dudes get pissed off. I'm not trying to show off like an a-hole. I'm trying to give out a message. Some of you guys out there just need to stop dwelling and stop saying poor me, poor me. Okay, some dude just went by on his four-wheeler. We got a lot of four-wheelers around here and off-road vehicles, whatever. They let them have their fun. All right, a lot of dudes just get pissed off because I have things when I run into them, and they try to explain to me that they can't do the same thing because they have kids. Well, I have the same amount of kids that you have. Okay, I have kids too. I gotta drop one off, two of them. I gotta drop one off at daycare. I gotta drop one off at school, and then I gotta pick one up from school when I get off of work, and I gotta pick up the other one from daycare when I get off of work. I have that, but this is what these dudes don't have. I got 5 birds. I love my birds. Okay, I got a desert tortoise. Okay, that I gotta spend extra special care taking care of these things. I gotta make sure the birds aren't overbreeding. I gotta make sure the tortoise has the vitamins that it needs. Okay, I gotta buy a bunch of extra special food for the tortoise just to make sure the tortoise is doing good. Okay, so the shell is nice and the tortoise is good. And I have 3 big ass dogs. I got a Pittweiler. Okay, I have something that's kind of like a German Shepherd. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's like a German Shepherd. That dog kind of pisses me off, and I got a Pit Bull Terrier. All right, and my Pittweiler is on his way out. He's having a lot of seizures. And these dudes don't deal with stuff like this, dude. They just deal with their 2 kids, their job, and just trying to freaking buy gas. Good job for you. Okay, good job for you, doing bare minimum. I'm trying to take care of a lot. Okay, and taking care of a lot takes a lot, dude. I gotta work like 19 hours a freaking day, 7 days a week. I don't just work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, dude. I work every day. I work 7 days. You look at this. I'm not rich. I don't have a good ass job that pays me a bunch of freaking money. Okay, so I gotta work. I gotta figure it out. And that's what I do. I figure it out. Okay, I help people, installing stuff in their cars. I can do paint jobs. I can buff people's cars out. I can help people work on their cars. Okay, I can do lawn maintenance. All right, dude, it just doesn't matter. I don't care what it is. I've made myself versatile. If there's something out there that makes money, okay, I do it. I just make money. If I help another business, like a lot of times I've helped other businesses make money. Like right now I got this deal, dude, where I'm helping out automotive shop, okay, get business, and that helps me out. I don't necessarily get money from that business, but what helps me out is when I need you know, serious freaking automotive work, dude. If like a transmission goes out on my vehicle, an engine goes out, they take care of it for me because I did the footwork to help them get business. You know, a lot of people out there don't want to do the footwork. You don't want to do the extra. You just want to be like, you know what, I got kids, poor me, you know, I work hard enough already. You know, that's not going to get you nowhere. If you want to get somewhere in life, dude, and you know what, I try to take care of my kids. You can see, you know, my YouTube videos. I took my kids and my family on a cruise. Okay, we did parasailing. I take my kids to Disneyland. I take my kids to Universal Studios. I take my kids to Legoland. I make sure I take care of my family. Whatever they want to do, you know, my family is taken care of. But in between, okay, I gotta work. I'm working right now. Some of you guys don't realize it. I'm working right now trying to motivate people. Okay? Like I was saying, I'm not even lying, dude. I work like 19 hours a day. My wife works hard as well. She works more than I do. All right? We work our freaking ass off just to have the little measly stuff that we have. Sometimes that's what you got to do, bro. You just got to kind of beat yourself up a little bit. Some of you guys need to learn how to work your ass off and then go lay in bed and dream about good stuff instead of dwelling. A lot of you guys out there dwell. You dwell on poor me, you know, people like me don't got it that good. People like me, that's because you're not doing nothing. Do something. Learn different trades. You know, you can simply make money by changing your neighbor's brakes. You can make money by just going through the neighborhood and picking weeds, bro. I'll make money by just going to my neighbors and going door to door and be like, look, I'll pull your weeds for $40 because the homeowner association is going to send you another letter. This is so simple, dude. It's that simple. And I'll take my kids with me. My kids have a good time freaking pulling weeds. It's a life experience. You know, there's no reason to be like, poor me, poor me, poor me. You know, it's just kind of wild. It just kind of blows my mind. You know, a lot of people out there think that I got it super good. Okay, like I just go home and relax. Okay, I just relax. A lot of people, I was in the military, dude. You know, I did a lot of things in my life and I pushed myself. You know, and I make sure I push myself every damn day. As much as I can. I'm like 45 years old right now, and I'm going to keep pushing myself until my back is broke to make sure that my family can go on their cruises, okay, to make sure my family can go to Disneyland. I make sure my kids have a good ass time. All right, I make sure I have nice vehicles. Okay, I got this truck right here. Like I was saying, I got this truck right here. I got other cars parked out here, you know, on the street. You know, I make sure my family has luxury. I own a house. Okay, I got 3 damn dogs, 5 birds, a freaking desert tortoise. You know, I don't want to hear it out of anybody how your life is stressful. I come home every day. I make sure the desert tortoise has its food, and I have to make a special recipe for that tortoise every day. Every day when I come home, I got to make sure that I mix the turtle's freaking food, okay, with vitamins, with special flowers, you know, everything that it's supposed to eat. You know, that's not an easy deal. I got my dogs, you know, I've had them, 2 dogs I had for over 13 years. They're getting old and it's getting stressful on the dogs. I got another dog that I adopted. I got 3 big ass freaking dogs. Okay, I'm trying to take care of these dogs, and I don't want to hear it out of anybody. you know, and including my 2 kids and my wife. I'm trying to make everybody happy, every freaking thing happy at the same time, including trying to make myself happy. You can do it. You can do it. If I'm going to leave any kind of message on this video, you can do it. You just got to stop being damn lazy. There's so many lazy people out there, okay, feeling like that their 8-hour shift is enough and you should be rich. Okay, you're feeling like that, you know, your education is enough when you didn't even graduate high school. Okay, and that just blows my fucking mind. You know, my wife has a master's degree. She makes good ass fucking money, dude. I went to college myself, okay? I don't have any special degrees. I do have a few HVAC licenses, okay? And I have mechanical skills and some engineering skills. And I push myself to get those skills. Okay, and that's what makes me money. And then plus, like I was saying, I'll go to the neighbor's house and be like, yo, bro, you know, you got a letter from the homeowner association. I said this already. You know, you got weeds in your yard. You know, they're sending you letters. I'll go ahead and fix up your yard. I got those skills too because I decided to learn them and I decided to master them. If you're not going to go out and be a master of all trades, okay, it would be nice if we were all millionaires, you know, and money was handed to us, but that's not how it works. And if that's not you, if money's not handed to you, I'm sweating. It's hot out here in Las Vegas right now, even though it's nighttime, dude, and it's like really hot. Okay, just to get on with it, if you're not handed money, okay, you're not a millionaire and you're crying about money and you need to make money, then you need to learn how to be versatile. You need to learn how to make that money. You need to be able to suck it up and have some intestinal fortitude and get rid of your pride, okay, and go out and make that money. I'll go and wash the neighbor's car, dude. You want your car washed? $30, dude. I'll freaking spray it off, dry it off, get all the dirt off and rinse it, and then boom, give me my $30. I don't care. Whatever I got to do to make money. A lot of people out there, they can't do that. Oh, because I have kids. Oh, because I'm tired and I already worked 8 hours. Yeah, so did I. So did I. I also have kids. And these same people that tell me they have kids, I have the same amount of kids and I have the same kid issues. I also have the 3 big ass dogs, like I was saying. I have 5 birds and the desert tortoise. I don't want to hear about it. The birds is another issue. I got to make sure these birds aren't overbreeding or I'm going to have like freaking 500 birds. Dude, if you don't know about birds and having a bunch of birds, then I don't want to hear about it, you know, with you guys knowing about birds. But birds can overbreed like that, dude. Birds, before you know it, dude, you got 300 damn birds. And you don't know what to do with them. So my message is, on Custom Black Motorsports, stop saying poor me, and get your ass up and go do something with yourself if you feel like you're not doing good enough monetarily. Hot damn hell yeah, y'all the baddest. Get some.